Hello, and I'd like to welcome you all once again here to the old schoolhouse in the village hamlet of Butterstone in Perthshire in Scotland for another one of our wee live Saturday night wee concerts. And it's really live. This has not been recorded. This is actually happening. And thanks for joining us. It's been beautiful weather in Perthshire in the last week, except for today where it all went sort of pear-shaped. Anyway, I've had a busy week. I finished the shed. The shed is brilliant. I finished the shed. It's got a big padlock on it so that these guys can't kind of get in there and hijack it. I've been running ragged with bee swarms. And some of my own and some other ones that people have phoned up and said, I've got a swarm of bees on my tree. So I started off the year with 2 colonies and I now have 6 colonies out there. So it's been quite a carry on. Anyway, I thought I would start off with this wee song of mine, and it's don't wait for me to tell you to join in with choruses. If you hear anything that sounds suspiciously like a chorus, help yourselves. But this wee song, it's great to have a kind of a connection to a place. And yesterday if I look a bit ragged around the edges, it was because I had my 2 grandsons for a sleepover last night and all that involved. And we were down the burn for having a wee picnic yesterday, and I was realising it's the same burn that I went down there as a wee boy having a picnic. And it was the same burn that my father had spent down there when he was young. And I've just got to tell Jenny that I can hear the audio. Anyway, it's a wee song called... Got a little technical thing going on at the back there, but it's just me and Jen, and I think she's fixed it, so... I'm a child of this place, just a child of this place, and it is burned into this weathered face, and the dreams that fill these eyes, yes, the dreams that fill these eyes shine from Perthshire's wild and wondrous skies. And I work the great fields that stretch across Strathmore, just like my father, father before. And through the seasons I surely understand, my very soul grows from this fine and fertile land. I'm a child of this place, just a child of this place, and it is burned into this weathered face, and the dreams that fill these eyes, yes, the dreams that eyes shine from Perthshire's wild and wondrous skies. And I work the hillsides in the glens above the Tay, from early morning till the final light of day. with the curlew's dusk enchanted song. I find the reasons to keep gently moving on. Sing it with me on. I'm a child of this place, just a child of this place, and it is burned into this weathered face. And the dreams that fill these eyes, yes, the dreams that fill these eyes, shine from Perthshire's wild and wondrous skies. There are those who have to say that only a fool would come this way, but I don't hear them, I'm not listening when I'm holding you. So shut the curtain, dim the light. I've traveled far this weary night, but I don't hear the world outside when I'm holding you. I'm a child of this place, just a child of this place, and it is burned into this weathered face. And the dreams that fill these eyes, yes, the dreams that fill these eyes, shine from Perthshire's wild and wondrous skies. Maybe we could try sing all together again. I'm a child of this place, just a child of this place, and it is burned into this weathered face. And the dreams that fill these eyes, yes, the dreams that fill these eyes, shine from Perthshire's wild and wondrous skies. Thank you very much, and that's my wee song, Child of This Place. And I got a real sense of that yesterday when I was down the burn with the wee boys, and particularly in the summertime, I think, because the summer, I believe it's the summer solstice on Monday, which is very disappointing. That's the longest day, and it all starts to go downhill after that, which is, but it's been a beautiful summer up over here so far. And anyway, I'm going to do this song, and this is a song which was inspired by me learning a little bit more about the stealing of the Stone of Destiny. And it's not about that, but it came to me when I was thinking about that. And for those of you who don't know about the Stone of Destiny was a large round stone which had been brought over from Ireland, where all the Scottish kings were crowned sitting on this stone. It's called the Stone of Destiny. And not far from here in Scone, which is only about 10 miles maybe even less than that, 5 or 6 miles as the crow flies from here. And of course the story goes is that it was during the kind of the War of Scottish Independence, and Edward the First, the King of England at the time, he thought he would steal the stone. If he stole the Stone of Destiny, then he would take away the kind of spirit of the Scottish people, which had been used for hundreds of years for crowning their kings. So he sent a whole bunch of soldiers down to Scone Palace, the place about a few miles from here. But of course, the boys did it. Scone, they knew they were coming. You know what I mean? And so they took the real Stone of Destiny and hid it out in the woods. You know. And they went into the chapel, put a red kind of velvet cloth on an old table and a couple of candles and things and that. And then they got this stone with a couple of rings on it, which is the one that was taken down to Westminster, and stuck it on the table. Of course, the soldiers arrived. And said, "Where's the Stone of Destiny?" "Oh, there! Don't take our stone! Don't take our stone!" And then they took it away. And it was actually what they took away was actually the lid off the Scone Palace septic tank, and because it's made of sandstone. And of course, they realised this. And I think the reason that we never were able to find out where the stone ended up, where it was hidden, was because Edward sent his people back up and probably tortured and murdered all the people that actually knew where it was. So anyway, the one that was down there was actually a sandstone septic tank lid. And but then it got me thinking about all the kind of important things that people had been robbed of. You know, the native people. You know, their ancient kind of burial grounds were desecrated and things stolen from them. And so I wrote this wee song. So how do we go at it now? Actually, I've got the Stone of Destiny in my shed. Don't tell anybody. Stands within a time of dreams, engraven stone in which it seems 10,000 naked hands have drawn an endless line, where man and death were more than one, with fire, water, moon and sun. We touch it and we're centered in this place and time. You try and tear it all away, oh, but turning heads don't hear what heavy hearts must say. It belongs to us. It belongs to us. It's our sacred rock you hold, and it's our destiny that you have thrown away. It's our sacred rock you hold. Oh, these canyons where our ancients sleep, they rise above our heads and keep connection with the winds on which our seeds have blown. And it's there we lay and rest where the last goodbyes are said. We feel it and we know that we will all be one. You try and tear it all away, overturning heads don't hear, but heavy hearts must say it belongs to us, it belongs to us. It's our sacred rock you hold, and it's our destiny that you have thrown away. It's our sacred rock you hold. You may think it worthless, you may think it's small, and for that we have no need. But reality is greater than the lies you have grown from your spiritless greed. There is a deep and distant force, knows the way and holds the course. We've traveled so uncertainly through year to year, and it strengthens as we pass it on. Our children growing graceful, strong, we feel it and we're certain our way is clear, and it belongs to us, it belongs to us. It's our sacred rock you hold, and it's our destiny that you have thrown away. It's our sacred rock you hold. Sing it with me, go on. It belongs to us, it belongs to us. It's our sacred rock you hold, and it's our destiny you have thrown away. It's our sacred rock you hold. Thank you very much, and that's my wee song, It Belongs to Us, and it was inspired by all kinds of things, actually. There was a village that I read about, you know, where people buried their... It was a wee village in the mountains, and the older you got, the higher up the hillside you got, the nearer your house became to the cliff that kind of was overlooking the village. And there was caves in the cliffs, and when you died, you were moved into the caves in the cliff, and so you were always part of the village, which I think is a lovely thing. Anyway, we'll do a wee song now with the chorus, although I've been trying to get you to sing. It's been a wee bit of a sing-along with Dougie MacLean tonight. This is there's a lot of talk about the planet in the last wee while, so I thought I would do this song, and it's got a wee easy chorus. She's saying, "I'll be your loving one." It's a wee kind of love song for the planet and for nature, and this kind of like kind of always reminds me of my father. My father was a gardener for 30 odd years of his life, and had a wonderful way with growing things, and a great understanding of nature. I mean, when I didn't really take it that seriously when I was younger, but I really appreciate it now. And he had a great understanding of nature and the kind of balance of it all, and how it all needed to be kind of in a balance for it all to work. And you need to know that sort of stuff when you're trying to grow things in Scotland and with the changing climate, and every year is different. And the only way that you know about that stuff is kind of living through 30 years or 40 years of dealing with different stuff. So we'll try this wee song now, and you sing, "I'll be your loving one, I'll be your loving one. From the point of no return, I'll be your loving one." And, chorus a couple of times before we start the song. And I'll be your loving one. Yes, I'll be your loving one. From the point of no return, I'll be your loving one. Okay? That's what you say. And I'll be your loving one. Yes, I'll be your loving one. From the point of no return, I'll be your loving one. There are changes that have led us to this place. Oh, some form from our wonder, and some from our disgrace. That doesn't help the way we feel. Oh, we're standing in the center of a broken wheel. But I'll change my ways. I'll do anything you say, and I'll be your loving one. Yes, I'll be your loving one. From the point of no return, I'll be your loving one. Oh, our gardens, we nearly turned them into sand. To hell with all excuses, we just don't understand that it's not ours to do with as we will. It's for the future of our children, their dreams to fill. And I'll change my ways, I'll do anything you say, and I'll be your loving one. Yes, I'll be your loving one. From the point of no return, I'll be your loving one. Da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. There's a tie face, come on. Da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. You can sing the solo as well if you want one. Da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. There's no future, we're certain of the past, but it's only in the present the perfect dream will last. As we watch our chances slip away, or we stand on the horizon, eternal day. But I'll change my ways, I'll do anything you say, and I'll be your loving one. Yes, I'll be your loving one. From the point of no return, I'll be your loving one. This is where you sing it on your own. Here we go. And I'll be sounds fantastic. I can hear it. We're getting the vibe in here, aren't we, Mr. Tatty Face? Aren't we, Duncan? We're getting the vibe here. It's quite. Do it again with a wee harmony or two. Go on, try. I'll be. Well, we could try it without the guitar, because there's nothing finer than the sound of the human voice. Okay? I'll keep you, watch my lips, and I'll keep you all in sync around the planet. Without the guitar, we'll try it. And loving one. Yes, I'll be your loving one. From the point of no return, I'll be your loving and I'll be your loving one. I'll be your loving one. From the point of no return, be your loving one. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Thank you very much, and that was absolutely beautiful. And I can tell that that it was happening around. One of the great things. This is our 91st show. Can you believe that? 91 we've done now, and one of the great things about that has been connecting all you guys together all around the planet, all singing together and having a wee chat. So if you're watching from somewhere exotic, or even if it's not exotic, leave a wee message on our Facebook on the page there, and. Just so that we can tell where folk are watching from, and it's great for everybody else to kind of realise that they're part of this much bigger community of folk that have been tuning in for the last 91 shows, which has been amazing. I'm going to finish off now with, I'm going to have a wee mouthful of my port because I've got a wee tickle in my throat. I've got a message. I've just got some. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna. Jenny just passed me. There's just me and Jenny in here, and we have this amazing automated system that my wonderful son, clever son, sorted out for us just before lockdown at the beginning of last year, and it means that me and Jenny can do these wee shows, just the two of us, and it's a great. Well, not just the two of us, with the tatty faces, of course. But anyway, I'm just going to read you out some of the countries that have been sort of showing up on the Facebook that Jenny says. So there's people from Brazil watching, from Denmark, Nova Scotia, all over Scotland, Massachusetts, Spain, Martha's Vineyard, you might recognise Wisconsin, all over New Zealand, lots, and that was just a wee list of stuff to let you get, you know, the wee vibe that's going on out there, which is brilliant, you know, and. So I thought we'd do another chorus song, seeing as it's Saturday night and I'm having a wee glass of port, and I might have another wee glass of port when we're finished. So this was a song that was requested just this week, so I thought I would do it. I haven't done it for a while. And I wrote it in Anchorage in Alaska when I got trapped there by a volcano that was erupting. Now, it's a big, long story that I normally tell about, but I'm not going to tell the story because you probably all heard it before. But I got stranded in Anchorage because of this erupting volcano. And it was kind of very weird. And I thought it was a kind of great metaphor for life, you know. And particularly what we've all been through too, you know, we just never, you know, particularly with kind of COVID out there, you know what I mean? It's a great kind of parallel. And the chorus is you sing, "We're in the shadow of the mountain," because I didn't even realise that Anchorage had volcanoes, you know. But you sing, "We're in the shadow of the mountain, don't you know? We're in the shadow of the mountain everywhere we go. We're in the shadow of the mountain, yes, that's true. We're in the shadow of the mountain and there's nothing we can do except smile like a tatty face." I'll sing the chorus a couple of times for those of you who don't know this song. What it is? We're in the shadow of the mountain, don't you know? The shadow of the mountain, everywhere we go. We're in the shadow of the mountain, yes, that's true. The shadow of the mountain, and there's nothing we can do. Okay, that's what you sing. Do it again. We're in the shadow of the mountain. Don't you know? The shadow of the mountain. Everywhere we go, we're in the shadow of the mountain. Yes, that's true, the shadow of the mountain, and there's nothing we can do. New day and everything's changed. All my plans and the things I had arranged. The smell of danger in the cold night air. Something's happening, you can feel it everywhere. We're in the shadow of the mountain. Don't you know? The shadow of the mountain. Everywhere we go, we're in the shadow of the mountain. Yes, that's true, the shadow of the mountain, and there's nothing we can do. The old man says she'll go real soon. You can tell by the color of the moon. It was the same back in '65, but I'm still standing. I'm glad to be alive. We're in the shadow of the mountain. Don't you know? The shadow of the mountain. Everywhere we go, we're in the shadow of the mountain. Yes, that's true, the shadow of the mountain, and there's nothing we can do. It's been the same since the day that we arrived. So many dangers, it's amazing we've survived. The wrong verse. Came in from Dutch Harbour, now I'm free. 10 weeks fishing on the Bering Sea. I feel good, yes, I feel alright, and no mountain's going to stop me getting drunk tonight. We're in the shadow of the mountain. Don't you know? The shadow of the mountain. Everywhere we go, the shadow of the mountain. Yes, that's true, the shadow of the mountain, and there's nothing we can do. This is where you sing it on your own, okay? We're in the shadow of the mountain. Yes, that's true, the shadow of the mountain, and there's nothing we can do. Wonderful, absolutely wonderful. So wonderful, we'll do it again. With harmony, so we'll go. We're in the shadow of the mountain, don't you know? It's been the same since the day that we arrived. So many dangers, it's amazing we've survived. But you've got to keep laughing, got to take a chance, and keep on singing on this journey that we dance. We're in the shadow of the mountain. Don't you know? The shadow of the mountain. Everywhere we go, we're in the shadow of the mountain. Yes, that's true, the shadow of the mountain. And one last time, we're in the shadow of the mountain. Don't you know? The shadow of the mountain. Everywhere we go, we're in the shadow of the mountain. Yes, that's true, the shadow of the mountain, and there's nothing we can do. Thank you very much, and that's my wee song called The Shadow of the Mountain, which is my volcano metaphor for life and what we all have to deal with. And that brings us to the end of our wee Saturday night soiree here in the old schoolhouse. Thank you for joining us. I hope you're all looking after each other and staying cheery. Stay cheery, been looking after each other. It's a difficult time still. Things are we're not quite there yet, and this kind of ominous kind of third waves and things happening, and so it's not time really to relax for each other. And I always like to take a wee chance at the end of these shows to kind of just give a wee toast to all the people who have been working in the NHS and the teachers and all the people that have been working at the sharp end of this whole kind of carry on for the last year and so. It's still worrying, and it must be still very hard for you all, and we appreciate all that you've done to get us through to this stage. And anyway, thank you very much. Look after each other until next weekend, till next Saturday. You look after each other, stay cheery, smile like a tatty face. I must get T-shirts made like that. I think that would be a great slogan for. Yeah, and leave a wee message on Facebook and let us know where you've been watching from, and pass the word around, and we'll see you next weekend. Night now.